Hi everyone, Nurse Mike here, the self-proclaimed world heavyweight champion of nurses. And I'm here to talk to you about something a little personal to me, weight loss surgery. And the reason I'm talking to you about it is because in 8 days, I'm having one of the procedures. And what I'm doing is the vertical sleeve gastrectomy, also known as a sleeve, also known as the gastric sleeve. The best way to describe it, if you know anything about weight loss surgery, it's the mid-ground between the lap band and the Roux-en-Y bypass. I'm going to put this down for a second. So, a lot of people have made videos like this, and a lot of people have said, why do them? Well, I'm a 350-pound, 6-foot-tall, white guy who's a nurse. If there are any other guys like me who are big guys in healthcare, maybe they'll click on this and get a little something out of it. So like I said, I'm going for the procedure in 8 days at a hospital out by me. And I think I should tell you, this is not a decision I've come to lightly. And I think a lot of people who go through the weight loss surgery process would say the same thing. It's not something you can decide overnight. The fact of the matter is that with weight loss surgery today, there's a lot of pre-op things that you have to do before you'll even get approved to do the procedure. Things like a clearance from a pulmonologist, a cardiologist, a gastroenterologist. You have to, depending on your current disease situation, if you have sleep apnea, you have to do a sleep study. You have to see a nutritionist. You have to go to a psychiatrist. You have to do all the, and your primary medical doctor, both for a letter of necessity and then for medical clearance. Now, my process is specific to me. I've seen different doctors do it differently. Most specifically, what I'm finding is a difference in the pre-op diet, which we'll get to. But a little history of me, about 20 years ago, 2016, then 15 years ago, I was in the Army. And I was probably in the best shape of my life. I was about 230, 235, but pretty fit. I was, running every day, doing physical training every morning, and that was great, and it kept me in shape. And then I left the military. Honorable discharge, just time to go. And I came home, and I started working odd jobs, and I started eating out, and I played rugby for a little bit, and that was great, kept me in shape for a little bit. Then I stopped playing rugby, and then I kept eating, and I got my weight up. And then I did Weight Watchers, got my weight down again. Then I stopped, and my weight went up. And then I did Atkins, and my weight went down. I've gained and lost thousands of pounds at this point. My biggest weight loss was about 80 pounds about a decade ago, and I gained it back and more. My highest weight to date is 356 pounds, and that was the night after the Super Bowl. I probably shouldn't have gotten on the scale, but I did because I wanted to see where I was. Currently, I'm about 321. So I'm losing, but that's also part of the process. And when I say this didn't come as a quick decision, understand that about 5 years ago, I was in a similar situation, and I went through the process. I found a doctor. I did my clearances. And one of the things the doctor said prior to surgery was, you have to lose weight. So I did. And the funny thing was, I wasn't locked into the surgery. It was something I wanted to do, something I thought was a good idea, but I wasn't locked in. So I did all that, and I lost weight, and my BMI dropped below 40. And a lot of physicians and a lot of weight loss centers say that 40 is kind of the cutoff of your BMI for whether they'll do the surgery or not. Now, if you have a lot of comorbidities, for instance, diabetes or hypertension or sleep apnea, things that are affected directly by obesity, they might be more apt to do the surgery with a lower BMI, 35 to 40. For me, it was 40, and because I have no comorbidities, thank God. Then, now the hypertension's creeping a little bit. But I lost the weight, and I dropped below the 40, and I said, well, like I'd often said, I can do this myself. I don't need surgery. Thank you, but I'm good. And I left, and I lost a little bit more weight, and I stopped doing what I was doing, and I gained weight back. And I gained a lot back. And since those 5 years, I probably put on an extra 40 or 50 pounds. I always thought that if I hit 300, that would be the end of days. And then I hit 350. So 5 years went by, and I kind of got to the conclusion. I said, that's it. I've got to do this. I can't continue with the up and down and up and down and up and down. As a medical professional, I know that's even worse than staying obese or losing weight fast. It's that yo-yo dieting, which I am a champion at. Ha! Get it, champ? Anyway. So about 6 months ago, I started the process that I'm currently on. And again, it wasn't a locked-in thing. I have some colleagues and some friends I know who happen to have gone to this gentleman, and they've had tremendous success, unbelievable weight losses, and they're keeping it off, which is obviously the ideal. So I went to the guy's office one day and I spoke with him, and I kind of did what he said, cut out sugars, try to bring down carbs, and I did it and I didn't do it, and I kept eating the same way. And that was back in, I guess, October, November was my first visit with him. And then I hit the Super Bowl, and I hit 356, and that was it. I said that I need to do this. So I went and I dropped 20 pounds, and I did what I was supposed to, and I stuck to the program. And then last Wednesday started, and now I'm on the liquid diet. Anyone who tells you that the liquid diet is fun is probably delusional from lack of food. I get that. Liquid diet sucks, especially for somebody who likes to eat. Now, I've talked to a lot of people who say that, the liquid diet prepares you for, after the surgery. I've also talked to people who say that it has no bearing, that once you have the surgery, your cravings for food completely change. Again, I don't know. I will let you know in about a week and a half, but it doesn't matter. I'm drinking protein shakes and 3 protein shakes a day and some veggies, which is what my doctor allows, a little chicken broth here and there. Now, you may be watching this and saying, oh, well, my doctor says this, or I heard that this doctor says high protein and low carb for the pre-op diet. That's fine. Whatever your physician says, that's what you should do. Some physicians don't have a pre-op diet. They say just do high protein, low carb until surgery from day one. The purpose for my physicians doing the liquid diet and the protein shake diet is to help shrink the liver. Now, excuse me. I know that people are going to be upset because I'm drinking diet soda. But 2 things. 1, I'm not eating anything. And 2, while diet soda is probably one of the worst things you can put in your body, in 8 days I don't get it anymore. So I've given up all my food. I'm having 1 bottle of soda today, and that's fine. I also have to give up coffee and things like that. So I'm rambling, and that's fine. That's what I do. But at this point, if anybody watches this and wants to get in touch with me, there's probably an email address at the bottom of this or whatever. You can look up Nurse Mike online. You can go to championofnurses.com. It's my website. There's not much up there. I'm lazy. But, I kind of hope to keep you guys informed through this process and kind of fill you in here and there. I'm sure I'll touch base with you at least once before surgery, which is next Wednesday, May 18th, 2016. I apologize for any lighting or background. Or these videos are done on my iPhone, and who cares? And I apologize for saying a lot. I'm not a TV personality, although I'd like to be. But I saw somebody once post that if a video you put online can help 1 person, then it was worth putting online. The internet gives you everything these days, so, who knows? But I have to talk to you guys again soon. Give me about a week or so. Maybe I got that pre-op visit the day before, and we'll go from there. So stay safe, guys. Be good.